it's me, Renee. I'm back. So yeah, today I'm doing a different background because I'm using a different chair and I can't be bothered to move the chair. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm still in the same room, just slightly different background. More comfy chair for me. Well, it doesn't really matter for you. And yeah, so today, right now, I'm giving you, as you see already, a Friday Reads. So yesterday, in case you didn't know, I had some new subscribers later, and maybe they haven't seen all my videos. I don't know. Oh, you probably haven't. But yeah, I work in a bookstore, and yesterday we moved. We moved. What's the word again in English? Location? Well, okay. Well, yeah, we moved location. So we only were in one place at the center, at the mall. Mall in Norwegian is center, so it's not really the same in English. At the mall, we earlier were at one part of the mall, just kind of close to one exit or one entrance, exit. I suppose it's kind of the same. Well, exits maybe it's more like emergency exit. Okay, but before we were close to one entrance, now we're close to the other, and we also got more space, so that's fun. So because of that, we had sale yesterday, half price of more or less the whole store. Of course, there's always exceptions, but more or less the whole store. And I usually don't work on Tuesdays. Sorry, I always mix lately. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I always or usually don't work on Thursdays, but yesterday I did. And so I worked from 10 till 7 in the evening. And I suppose it might have been like way on the wall if you'd seen things like 9 hours. Isn't that unusual day for you? No, actually. Here in Norway, the usual working day is 7 hours. And me working part time, I want to work full time, I don't yet. So usually I work 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. So working 9 hours is quite a long time for me. And yeah, so that was a long day yesterday. And also yesterday I was fortunate enough to wake up at 5 in the morning because my brain. Well, I suppose I know it's not because of my brain. It's because sadly lately here in Norway, the Rona has gone up. The people being infected and people going to also people dying and people going to hospital. It's gone up all over the country, or more or less all over the country. So and you were supposed to have like a small weekend, family weekend this weekend. That didn't happen. Well, it slightly happened, but okay. So I have three sisters, and we were supposed to meet everyone at my parents' house where I live. Um, and for this weekend, like I said, as like early Christmas gathering. But two of them live in Oslo, where where the corona is all time high, or maybe well, all time high. Anyway, it's very high. So we end up deciding that we wouldn't do that. But one of my sisters lives closer to me, so she came anyway because anyway she sometimes uses an office around here. So yeah, she kind of anyway was supposed to come, so she's here at least. So instead of being a full house, it's fuller house, I suppose. It's a bit more people and one sister and her family. She has a husband and two children, the twins. So yeah, so that happened. I suppose that maybe wake up early yesterday. I know, but wake up at 5 in the morning and then going to school to going to work for 9 hours was not ideal really. And then for some reason I woke up at 5 in the morning today as well. Luckily today I didn't really have any plans, so I had some time to take a power nap, which I did. I slept for maybe 1 hour. I think maybe it was 1 hour, but it felt like more. I think like between 1 and 2 hours, and now I feel much more awake. So that's very good. But yeah, because of that, I don't really. I mean, I have some elaborate videos in mind, but I'm thinking that today you're just simply gonna get a Friday reads, and it's fun with those as well. I think you don't always need a big shebang, big to do. Sometimes it's fun with a smaller video. So yeah, what am I gonna read for this? Yeah, I suppose also you might not know what's Friday reads. I'm sitting here in the back like Renee. Could you explain? So Friday Reads is a concept where you on book blogs, social media, and booktube, if you do it, where you talk about what you're going to read for that weekend. So it's just very simple, fine concept, really. Fine. It's a easy concept, really. So yeah, what am I gonna read? Well, a little stack of books here. As always, though, it's tentative because I'm a mood reader. But I have started slightly. Darius the Great. It's Not Okay by Adib Horam. This one came out last year, and the sequel is actually already out. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a trilogy or what it's supposed to be, but at least, yeah, there's 2 books in this universe. And yeah, so far I'm just kind of like 1 chapter into it, but I'm very much enjoying it so far. So far, it's like very tea focused, and I love tea, so that's very fun. And yeah, I do know that this is Own Voices with a Iranian American who's also gay. He goes to Iran for the summer, and he's like trying to get to know his family, his Iranian family stuff because usually lives in the States. So that's interesting, and I think that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and also I heard good things about it, and also so far I've read good things about it. Or read good things about it. I've What I've read is very good. Let's say it like that. Then I plan to dig into some more nonfiction. It's nonfiction November, so I have 2 choices for that. I kind of feel like I want to do either of those, though again, I might do something else. Yeah, I sometimes feel like I have to do like, I suppose I don't have to, but I feel like uh, doing this uh, warnings that my TBRs are not set in stone. Though I suppose no one's TBR is set in stone. Like even if you're not a mood reader, people could end up talking to you all weekend and you won't have time to read it all. So yeah. Anyway, I plan to read James Baldwin, The Last Interview, and Other Conversations. So it's like a collection of his last interview and some other collections. I'm not really sure like who's the. It seems like be a mix of like from 1961, 1984, 84, 87. Like who's so it seems like just kind of like it's not that author except Baldwin. And then this Melville Publishing House that's published it in 2014. And yeah, so because of this year, I kind of been more into trying to read more Black voices, nonfiction, and fiction. But generally, I actually want to try to read more nonfiction. And yeah, Baldwin fascinates me. And yeah, I want to read him. Why would I talk about it if I wouldn't? Sorry, I say the darnest things. Then we have Ny Grunlov. If you didn't know, I suppose I would talk to you about this in the video earlier, but yeah, I'm Norwegian. I do videos in English, but I'm Norwegian. So this is a Norwegian book. It's called New Constitution. It's from 2014, which was actually the year we had our Constitution anniversary. It was 200 years. Yeah, we got our anniversary. We got our Constitution in the 1814. In 1814. So a lot of books, kind of obviously, were written in 2014. Because of that, there were lots of books like on the history, lots of book on the politics, on the people who made the constitution, etc., etc., etc. And this is though it's written by a Norwegian comedian, Are Kalve. Yeah, kind of weird, I suppose, in a way. Like Are, in Norway, it's a name. In English, it's a word, R. So yeah, but yeah, he's a Norwegian comedian. He writes very good. He's a comedian satirist. Well, I suppose that's the same really. So now he tries to make a new constitution for like the modern day. And the back says like, no one asked Are Kalve that he if he wanted to make a new constitution, but yes, and now he has done it. So it's quite cheeky and fun. And you see here quite fun really picture with him at the front of that's Norwegian castle. So yeah, it's quite fun really. So yeah, as you probably I suppose you might have guessed, it's in Norwegian. I'm pretty sure it's not available in English. So this is kind of me just bragging, I suppose, in a way, because I don't know. I feel like it's bragging because I'm talking about a book that looks very cool, but you can't read it. Most of you, anyway. I suppose it is just like 150 pages. So if you want to learn Norwegian to read this, go ahead. I suppose you could like do Google Translate and get a lot of it, but yeah, yeah. I suppose it might be available in Swedish or Danish. So if I have any Danish or Swedish viewers, you might check out. But yeah, and then lastly, I actually have like an arc here. I get some arcs from work. So yeah, it's also Norwegian because I work in a Norwegian bookstore. I suppose I couldn't really work in it. I suppose I could, but yeah. So that's a wish for Christmas, or what's it in Irish? Just be quite sure. We met in December. Interesting to really see like how they translate titles. But yeah, in Norwegian it's Et ønske til jul, and that's directly it's called A Wish for Christmas. It's by Rosa Curtis. It's a Christmas rom-com or Christmas romance. It's described as Bridget Jones meets Love Actually. I love both of those. So yeah, last weekend I actually read another Christmas story, A Gift for Christmas by Jenny Gladwell. Loved that one. Loved it. I very much enjoyed it. So almost loved it. Like for me, like here is like awful. Just you should not exist. Slightly better book. Not awful, but it's not nothing to talk about. And then meh has some high points. Good, very good, very good, amazing. But I suppose also like in here like enjoyable. It's above meh, but it's not like it's above meh, but it's not amazing. I mean, I suppose you can be amazing and enjoyable, but like I think for me a book can be enjoyable without being blown away by it. And then at the top here it's like amazing. So that's kind of supposed to be I should do like a own video of it. So you could just meme that whole scenario. But yeah. So yeah, that one is by Rosa Curtis. I haven't read any of her other books. I'm not sure if she has other books. This might be her first book. It doesn't say. Huh. It says here that. Oh yeah, forget it. But they just it says here like there's a competition, but it went out many months ago. So this was probably maybe it's been around for some time. It was published last year, early this year in Norway. Weird how that's working. Anyway, yeah. So that one I wanted to try out. We have it in sale in sale. We have it for sale in the store. So yeah, anytime I can read a book we have in the store, and I can say like I genuinely enjoyed it. That's also a good aspect because can always say like if I was asking like, do you have any recommendations, personal recommendations? I can say like this book, this book, this book. A lot of times when I read arcs of stuff from the store, they aren't all that good, sadly. But yeah. Uh, Also, fun note. Yesterday, I had like three people come ask me about English books. So fun, very fun. And yeah, I suppose that's my little Friday reads video. Yeah, I hope you have a nice weekend. If you have thoughts on the books I'm gonna read, tell me them. If you have thoughts on if you have books you wanna read this weekend, talk to me about them. If you just want to say hi, do that. And yeah, bye.